Hey there, retro fans, and happy Halloween! This is my favorite time of year. Even though I'm an adult now, I still enjoy dressing up like cosplaying and stuff. Even when it's not Halloween, I like to cosplay sometimes. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I just posted a photo of me dressing up as Bowser Jr. this year. I don't have any makeup on, just the wig, costume, and horns. I only took a few pictures because I wasn't going anywhere and I'm all alone this Halloween. But you know what? It's okay. There'll be plenty of other Halloweens, and I'm still updating this Bowser Jr. cosplay as well, so it's not fully done yet. But hopefully by next year, I will have it fully done and in full makeup. Moving on, I didn't know what to post other than talking about my costume, but then I thought, hey, what if I make a compilation video of all the horror reviews I did this year? Especially if you're new here around on the channel and didn't see the previous review videos of all the horror games I did this year. This video will be a great recap of everything you missed. So anyway, sit back, relax, and enjoy this Halloween compilation. Adventures of Beetlejuice, Skeletons in the Closet, released in 1990 for MS-DOS, is a puzzle game based on the Beetlejuice animated TV series, which was inspired by Tim Burton's 1988 movie. Players control Beetlejuice as he outwits skeletons and other ghoulish creatures while solving puzzles. The objective is to trap all skeletons in the closet and clear the house, but it's trickier than it sounds. The game is set in various rooms of the haunted house, where you must trap aimlessly wandering skeletons by shooting at them. With limited time to trap all the skeletons before they overturn the house, and new enemies like ghosts and critters appearing as you progress, success requires a blend of quick thinking and strategy. The game features a classic early 90s DOS appearance with simple pixelated graphics that capture the quirky spirit of Beetlejuice. Accompanied by minimal yet effective sound effects and eerie music, making it unforgettable despite its simplicity by today's standards. As the game progresses, the puzzles become increasingly challenging, focusing more on strategic thinking than action, making it a hidden gem for puzzle enthusiasts and Beetlejuice fans alike who will appreciate the quirky references and wacky vibe. Also, after you hit a skeleton, your friend Linnea needs to vacuum up the remains, but if the skeleton catches her, she gets trapped in a cage. To free her, you must hit another skeleton and collect a lightning bonus from its remains. So, retro fans, if you're in the mood for a quirky puzzle adventure with a touch of Tim Burton's humor, Adventures of Beetlejuice Skeletons in the Closet is worth checking out. This project was created by a team of artists who took photos of abandoned industry spaces in East Berlin and layered them with surreal artwork. Each room has a task for you to complete, kind of like a point-and-click escape game, but with a twist. You are free to skip around and explore at your own pace, with no need to solve each one in order. The rooms themselves? Well, they're pretty strange to say the least. While most of the game isn't too spooky, there is definitely a few rooms that will make you think twice about playing in the dark. I will show you a few examples with the eerie sound effects and what to expect while playing the game. The last one you saw were of the 4 art creators of this Flash game. Their names are hard to pronounce for me, so I thought I would just show them in the example rooms. 99 Rooms first launched in June 2004 and has attracted over 4 million visitors since then, probably more by now. Plus, despite this game being 20 years old now at the time of making this video, it still gives off some eerie and unsettling vibes. So, if you're into eerie, artistic, and just plain strange games, then this one is definitely for you. If you would like to try this game out yourself, just search up 99 Rooms in Google or something, and I'm pretty sure there's a website that still hosts it where you could try out this eerie but also awesome game. So, here's the startup. When you start the game, a VHS tape labeled Capture the Flag Project pops up on your virtual desktop. Clicking on it brings up this old school MS-DOS style menu, which brings up the empty game servers. It's already got that eerie, abandoned feel to it. You know, the kind that gives you the shivers even before anything really scary happens. You hop onto one of these servers, and you're in a Capture the Flag game that looks like it was ripped straight out of a 90s first-person shooter. Everything's quiet. A little too quiet, if you ask me. You capture the first flag, and that's when the spookiness really starts to kick in. A record player starts up, playing unsettling music, and then, bam! A creepy, shadowy figure starts appearing around the map. I gotta admit, that got my heart racing a bit when I first played this game years ago. And here's a twist. Before you capture the last flag, the game's creator John pops up in the chat. He explains that he's been working on this game for 11 years to try and bring his wife back, who's now trapped in the game as a shadowy figure. He begs you not to finish the game because doing so will shut down the servers and destroy everything he's been working on. Talk about a moral dilemma. Do you quit and leave John to his eternal project? Or do you finish the game, knowing you'll end his work and set his wife's spirit free? Or maybe just doom her forever? It's a tough choice, and I'm curious to know what all you would do. The game's short, only about 15 to 20 minutes, but it packs a punch with its atmosphere and story. It's a perfect little bite of retro horror for those who love the spookier side of gaming. That's right, you're defenseless. And the only thing standing between you and a gruesome fate is your lantern's dim, flickering light. The goal? Survive long enough to reach the exit before your soul is snatched by one of the 3 terrifying creatures. The Screecher, the Creeper, or the Stalker. Lasting Light is a mod that is all about atmosphere and tension. You're thrown into a world where it's just you, the darkness, and your lantern. There's no combat, no weapons, just survival. Keep an eye on your fuel and keep your breathing steady because that's all it's gonna take to keep you alive out there. The Screecher. You can't see him, but you definitely know he's around. You hear him first, that eerie wail echoing through the corridors, warning you he's near. Stay in the light and hope it's enough to keep him away. Then there's the creeper. This guy is something else. He hates light, and if you hear his hiss, that is your cue to put out your lantern immediately. Unlike the Screecher, you actually see the creeper wandering in the darkness. But trust me, that's not comforting in the slightest. And finally, we have the Stalker. She's fast and aggressive, but not the brightest. Weaving through corridors and rooms might just buy you some time if you need to lose her. But it's important to remember how often she shows up depends on two factors. If you are playing with other monsters on and your difficulty level. If you've got other enemies to worry about and are on normal difficulty, you'll have the longest gaps between Stalker appearances. Plus, on normal, you get a second chance if she catches you. This WOD is designed to be played with pre-made level sets. You can load up the classic Doom levels or try some of your favorite vanilla or boom compatibility maps. But be warned, more modern map sets like Voodoo Guns or Knee Deep and Z Doom might give you glitches, and trust me, there's nothing unfortunately you can do about it. Unless, of course, there's something that can fix that now, but if there isn't, just stick with vanilla or boom maps for the best experience. And remember, while the Stalker might be relentless, the Creeper is light sensitive, and your sprint is limited, there is a toggle if you find the stamina too restrictive. So there you have it, Retro fans. Grab your lantern, stay sharp, and try not to lose your soul to the horrors waiting in the dark. If you are brave enough to try out this mod, let me know in the comments how long you lasted. Welcome to Security Booth, a PS1-inspired horror experience where you're not just guarding a gate, but maybe something more sinister? At first, it feels like a regular night on the job. Cars come and go, IDs are checked, and the industrial hum of the facility behind you adds to the unease. But as the night goes on, things start to feel wrong. Very wrong. There's something unsettling about being alone on the job, knowing that you're responsible for keeping things out or in. The game slowly builds tension as you receive odd calls, strange visitors, and ominous warnings. The PS1 visuals and low poly style really sells the uneasiness, giving off that something's not quite right vibe that fans of retro horror love. As the night drags on, the danger inches closer to the booth. The tension perks when you start asking yourself, who can you trust and what are you really guarding? The game also features 2 different endings, and it's up to you to decide which one you'll get. I won't spoil the details, but let's just say there's somewhat of a good ending and a more tragic one.
Emergency. Emergency. Lockdown system activated. Security weapons activated. Oxygen levels reducing.